Well, it's good afternoon now, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret again from M.E.s Orchids, and I thought what we'd do today is, what I'd do today is to sort out this Dendrobium. The reason being, we have some old canes here, and I want them out. It looks as though it's still growing. This is the one that had got mealybugs. And I've sprayed it before I went away with systemic spray. Now, depending on what the root's like, as you know, dendrobiums like to be tight in their pots. So, sorry about that. The neighbours have got dogs, and like a lot of people who have dogs, unfortunately, the dogs bark. Well, they don't hear their own dogs barking, but if you live close by, it drives you crackers. Anyway, so I've just closed the windows too, because what I don't want is to detract from this video. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'll just lean it to one side and we'll take it out of its pot. As I mentioned, I think this is Spring Dream Apollon, only because there are a bag full of labels, and in that bag full of labels there is one for Spring Dream Apollon. Right, I'm just pulling these canes out because I mean, there are one or two healthy canes here. Let's take all this out, the wires and everything. Let's see what happens when I come to look at the roots. Right, so I'm back in home, as you know, and we certainly had a nice breakaway. It was a self-catering, and in a lovely little village in Shropshire. So there we are. Now, depending on how long this has been in here, let me see, the roots go round and round and round. So it's been pot bound. I mean, they do like to be nice and snug in the pots, and I think it's just been up potted. But I need to, you see, all this lot here, I need to get inside there, because I need to get rid of these old canes and see what's inside here. One of the plants yesterday, was it this morning? I think it might have been this morning. I placed outside and there was an earwig. Julie came outside the pot. So what do you do when you've got a mass like this? I should wear gloves really, because if anything comes out I shall be jumping. But never mind. As long as it's not a one of those things with lots of legs. You see, we've got new roots, can you see? We've got new roots trying to poke through, but it's just up the middle here. It's as soft as anything. Right, trusty old tool, let's get digging, because I think just in here is a plug. Let's have a look. See? Any seed? So that means it's been grown in peat moss. Ruining my nails already, look at that. But never mind. This is where sometimes you just have to see. The thing is, up there, the black hole up there, that's just peat moss. And there's nothing growing in there. It's empty. So I've got to get rid of some of these other. Be careful of that one. That one's a bit down. There's a growth there and it's a little bit unstable. Let me just clip it while I'm... Maybe... Let me just clip it to this one so I don't actually damage it as I'm trying to... Look what's in here. Oh well. A bit of debris as well. Okay. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay. I might have to just come back in a few minutes. I mean the middle, this, you see all that peat moss, that's dry. It's these outer roots that are a little bit damp. But we're getting there, look, and you see. I need to get in here. See, the trouble is with this, it's been in this pot and it's gone round and round and round, and now these roots here, these are not viable, but it's sending the odd little one out there, and I need to try and preserve that one. See, I've got a couple of nice roots here, can you see them? I mean, a lot of people wear gloves, but I tell you, and you've got to get in and get your fingers right up there. Right, here we go. Dear. Let's see if I can shake. Oh, that's it. Something's coming loose, and it's inevitable that when you do something like this, still got that root, you're going to damage some roots. But I mean, I've no need to worry here because these roots are no good. Right, okay. Let's have a look now. Let's see if I can free these roots. What I'm trying to do. See all these, this lot here is damp, so I don't want to wet them anymore. I just want to untangle them, and then this is where they're growing from. Okay. I'm going to have to go in a minute with the scissors or the secateurs. I might have to nip into the garage. This is the bit that I want out. Done it brute force this morning, and you know, we're coming into a few days of nice weather, so I've got the other orchids outside, Kathy's orchids, and if I get a chance on this video I'll show you the ones, the Phalaenopsis ones now. Some of those are outside, some are in here. Okay, see that, can you see? That was dead. That was dead. I'll come back in a second. Okay, so we've nearly got through to one side. Now I'm trying to get through to this side. And then I even have a feeling, you know, that this could be two plants in one pot. But I need to get all these. You see, it's like it's round and round and round. Oh dear. That's a casualty, a new little growth. But what can you do? The trouble is, I've got to, I'm trying to, yeah, it's just come from there, can you see? That little area there. What I'm trying to do is get in here. And then I put my finger around there while I get this other area ripped open. Tell you, it's brute force, you don't have to pussyfoot about. Get in there. Oh dear. See, can you see? I think that, where my finger is and that, I think there's two plants there. But until I can get this area here. There we go. I knew it was two plants. Right. Because what I can do now, when I divide it here, it's easier to deal with. I can just cut through, but sometimes if you just try and whittle it, they should come across, sorry, they should just break, can you hear it? And then I'll knock the camera flying, you watch. They should just come across. The trouble is, over the years, you see, the roots have got tangled in there and formed one big mass. And of course they do that to make, you think you're getting a bigger plant, but actually you're getting two plants. Oh, hallelujah. Whew. Can't tell you what a mess we're in. Okay. That's no good. So look what this is. Some cinnamon on that, but okay, let's just have a look where that is. I'm trying to think or see which is the primary lead. Okay, so we've lost the one there because I knocked that one off, but we've got that one there. Now that cane I didn't break. Okay. So, now whether that's come off like that now. Okay, so what, see? What I'll do also is just rinse it through in a minute. A bit of sponge rock then, and you see, just tucked in there. Okay, but what I'll do before I do anything, I'm going to spray it with hydrogen peroxide. simple reason being that this one did have mealybugs. Okay, sorry about that. I need to get this whole part off here. I might just leave that bit on. Okay. And you see in there, peat moss. All down in there. Right. Okay. I don't know if any more and that'll come off. Oh, they're not going to be any use. These old roots here. See if I can. Can you see? Whew, there's an old cane. Some old roots. Let's cut them off. There we go. Right, I'm going to spray with hydrogen peroxide first. And there we go. Right. Okay. So let's have another look here. See that whole part there? Can you see? Just down in there. Terrible, you know. Like a dog with a bone. There's no point in leaving that. Go. That's it. Because that bit, you see. So now that frees that bit up there, and I can see what's inside here. Okay. And that's not too bad, that root system. Whew. And look at all that lot we've got there. Just out of one pot. Okay, bear with me a minute. Right, let's give them a spray. Can't hear anything, so I think they're fine. Let them fizz for a couple of minutes, and in between time, look, I've got a couple of cakeys here, or 2 or 3, and you see this one here. Let's see if it'll twist off. The reason I'm twisting it off is it's this cane here. It's got a little bit of rot on it, and I want to get those off. 3. See, and I've got another cake growing there, so let's have a look. Just a little little bit of, can you just see that area there? There. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute, but we've got 2 nice new growths on that and 2 old canes. Okay, let's bring them round that way. Okay. I'm sure that would come off, you know. This area here. This is like the mother part. Right, so from those 2 pieces I managed to prise this lot out. So I'm going to empty this away now and wash my hands, and we'll see about potting them up. Bear with me a minute. Just let me scrub my fingers. I don't mind digging into soil, but when it just gets under my fingernails it drives me crackers. Okay, let me just wipe this tray now, and then let's have a look. So I've just noticed on this one, this is the one where there was the sign of the mealybugs, and you see just in here. So let's just tear that back a bit. I used to be frightened to death of touching or damaging anything, but now I go straight in and let's check that out now, you see. I've had systemic on this, so there shouldn't be anything. Just feels a little bit soft. I don't know whether there's any point in kicking that little cakey on there. I'll throw that one over there. There we go. This is the one with the 2 growths. You see, this is 1 growth here. And it's got its terminal leaf, can you see there? So if there's any mealybugs, it's going to be up there in that terminal leaf. And then, okay, so they've been sprayed with hydrogen peroxide. And don't know what that is, that little thing, little nubbin. So let's see if there's any stragglers. And then just brush these off. What's this going to pull out now? There we go, that's that one. And let's have a look at this one. And then we'll get round to potting. See, they go in these ridges here. So pull all these sheaths off. See, that's where they hide. Can you see? Down in there. There's another one with a little cakey on. And just twist it like that with your nail. Take that off. See, that feels a bit soft. Right, okay, so what are we going to do? I'm going to use the same media that they were in, because they've had one hell of a shock, and I was going to pop them up separately, but now I think should be able to pop them together. I don't want to do any more invasive rinsing or anything else like that, although the hydrogen peroxide will have dislodged anything. I just want to make sure it's tidy. Okay, right, a little pot. Then I try and put them together that way. Let's have a look where that new little growth was coming. There, you see that one there? And if I try and put it that way, I could keep the old canes together like that. Now, let's just take these roots down a little bit. Maybe I just need a slightly bigger pot. So there we go. I've decided I'm going to put it in this one, and then I can keep them together like that. I want that kind of to go that way. So I've got the new growth on the outside, and if I keep it in the middle, it won't look too bad. Okay. This is bark that Kathy's had from Burnham, so some of it's very fine. But that'll do, it won't... I mean, it was potted in that, so... just take one or two of these sheaths off here. There we go. Now I've had to put a cane in it. Simple reason, it's unstable now. So what I'm going to try and do is to bring these old canes together, as many as I can, and clip it that way. And then I'll get another cane. Well, that's it. And it's in a lot smaller pot. We'll wait for the roots to grow. This will start going into its winter slowdown shortly. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to wipe every one of these leaves down. I'm going to inspect them all. And then there was a little nubbin, I think, starting down there somewhere. So with a bit of luck, and then it'll need watering because it's been short of water. But anyway, that's the Dendrobium, and I think it's Spring Dream Apollon. So thank you for joining me, and no doubt I'll be back with a few more repotting videos. Now take